Once upon a time in a small village somewhere in West Africa, there lived two friends named Laila and Maya. They had been inseparable since childhood, sharing everything from their toys to their dreams. Their friendship was the talk of the village, admired by everyone for its strength and sincerity. As they grew older, Laila and Maya discovered that they had different talents. Laila had a natural gift for music. She could play the flute so beautifully that the birds would stop singing just to listen to her melodies. Maya, on the other hand, was an exceptional painter. Her paintings were so vivid and lifelike that people often felt as if they could step right into them. Their talents brought them much praise from the villagers. However, as time went on, something began to change between Laila and Maya. Although they were proud of each other's achievements, they couldn't help but feel a twinge of jealousy. Laila wished she could paint as beautifully as Maya, and Maya longed to play the flute like Laila. Neither of them voiced these feelings, but the unspoken jealousy started to create a rift between them. One day, the village announced a grand festival where people would showcase their talents. Laila and Maya both invited to perform, and the entire village was excited to see them. Instead of being thrilled, both friends felt a deep sense of insecurity. Laila feared that Maya's painting would outshine her music, and Maya was anxious that Laila's flute would draw more attention than her artwork. As the festival day approached, Laila spent hours practicing her flute, trying to make each note perfect. She even began to envy Maya's talent more openly, thinking to herself, if only I could paint like her, I wouldn't have to rely on this flute. Maya locked herself in her studio, painting furiously, but with each stroke of her brush, she couldn't shake off the jealousy she felt towards Laila. She thought if only I could play music like her, I wouldn't need to hide behind my canvas. The festival day finally arrived. The village square was decorated with colorful banners, and a large stage was set up for the performance. Laila was scheduled to play first, followed by Maya's art exhibition. As Laila stepped onto the stage, she felt the weight of the village expectation, but even more so, she felt the weight of her own jealousy. She began to play, and the familiar notes filled the air, but her heart wasn't in it. Her mind was too preoccupied with thoughts of Maya's painting, and soon her music began to falter. The villagers noticed the change, whispering among themselves, wondering what had happened to Laila's usual flawless performance. It was Maya's turn. Her paintings were unveiled one by one, each more beautiful than the last. But Maya couldn't appreciate the admiration of the crowd. All she could think about was Laila's music and how much she wished she could play like her friend. As she stood there, surrounded by her masterpiece, she felt emptier than ever. The festival ended and the villagers went home, puzzled by the subdued performances of their two most talented artists. Laila and Maya walked home in silence, each lost in their own thoughts. That night, neither of them could sleep. Laila sat by her window, staring at the moon, while Maya lay in bed, gazing at the ceiling. The next morning, Laila decided to visit Maya. She knew she couldn't go on like this. Their friendship meant more to her than anything else. When she arrived at Maya's house, she found her friend sitting on the couch, looking just as troubled. Without saying a word, Laila sat down beside Maya for a while. They just sat there, letting the silence fill the space between them. Finally, Laila spoke up. Maya, I have to confess something. I have been jealous of you. I wish I could paint like you. Maya looked at Laila with surprise. You? Jealous of me? But Laila, I have been jealous of you. I wish I could play the flute as beautifully as you. The two friends stared at each other in disbelief. Then slowly they began to laugh. They laughed at how foolish they had been, letting jealousy come between them. All this time, they had been so focused on what the other could do that they had forgotten to appreciate their own gifts. Lila took Maya's hand. Both been so silly, haven't we? We should have just talked to each other. Maya nodded. You are right. We let our insecurities get the better of us. But you know what? I wouldn't trade my painting for anything, just like you wouldn't trade your music. We are both unique in our own way. From that day on, Laila and Maya vowed to support each other's talents rather than compare themselves. They began to collaborate, with Laila playing her flute while Maya painted to the rhythm of the music. The villagers soon noticed a change in their performance. Laila's music became more vibrant and Maya's painting more expressive. Together, they created something truly magical, something neither could have done alone. Their friendship grew even stronger, and they learned an important lesson that true friends celebrate each other's success and find joy in their difference. The jealousy that once threatened to tear them apart became a reminder of how much they valued each other and how much stronger they were together. And from then on, Laila and Maya lived happily. Their friendship and unbreakable bond that inspired the entire village. As time passed, Laila and Maya's collaboration became the heart of the village. Their performances were not just events, they were experiences that brought the entire community together. People from neighboring villages began to visit just to see them perform, and the small village that had once been quiet and peaceful became known far and wide for its incredible arts and music. Laila and Maya were often invited to perform at festivals in other towns, and with each performance, their bond grew stronger. They realized that their talents were not meant to be compared but to complement each other. Laila's music had a way of bringing Maya's painting to life, and Maya's artwork added a visual story to Laila's melodies. But it wasn't just their art that flourished, their friendship deepened as well. They spent more time together, sharing their thoughts, dreams, and even their fears. They talked about their childhood, remembering the times when they used to play together without a care in the world. They realized that those simple, carefree moments were what truly made them happy, and they promised never to let anything come between them again. One day, as they were walking through the village, they came across a group of children playing by the river. The children were arguing over who was better at skipping stones, each one claiming to be the best. Laila and Maya watched for a while, amused by the children's competitiveness. But then they noticed something familiar in the way the children were acting, the same jealousy and insecurity that had once come in between them. Maya knelt down beside the children and smiled. It's not about who is the best. Skipping stones is more fun when you do it together. Laila picked up a smooth stone from the river bank and handed it to one of the children. Why don't you all try skipping stones at the same time? You might be surprised at how far they can go when you work together. The children looked at each other, and then, with a nod, they each picked up a stone. On the count of three, they all threw their stones into the river. The stones skipped across the water, creating ripples that smashed and spread far and wide. The children cheered, excited by the sight. Laila and Maya exchanged a knowing glance. They had learned that life was much like skipping stones. It wasn't about who could go the farthest or who was the best, but about creating something beautiful together. As the sun set that evening, Laila and Maya sat by the river, watching the water flow gently by. Then had come a long way since the days of their unspoken jealousy. Then had learned to appreciate their own talents while celebrating each other's gifts. And in doing so, they had created something greater than they ever could have imagined on their own. Their friendship had become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. The villagers often spoke of Laila and Maya, telling their story to anyone who would listen. It became a legend in the village, a tale of two friends who had overcome their insecurities and learned the true meaning of friendship. Years passed and Laila and Maya continued to create and perform together. They never stopped learning from each other, and their bond only grew stronger with time. Even as they grew older, their spirits remained young, filled with joy and wonder to play together. This story is telling us that it's not good to be jealous. Yes, that's the moral lesson. It's not good to be jealous. Whatever thing that works for you, continue doing it. Don't look at another person that, yes, this person, things are moving for this person. Because of that, you forgot the things that have been working for you. No, it's not like that. To my returning subscribers, God bless you. If you're coming across this video for the first time, please like, share and comment. I love you all for your continuous support. Despite not being the best in this niche, you guys still encourage me. I love you guys. Thank you.